Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Araujo wins the duel this time. Luis Suarez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And he welcomes it in. Well, that's well seen too. Eto'o is herring after that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's well spotted.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
Oh, great play! And he's managed to... And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Leicester deals with that comfortably. And he's heaved it away. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cafu. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's been picked out. It's come backwards here.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
No, it's not getting there. Nedved.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Out again for a throw-in.
A beautifully policed up.
Shapes to shoot! Luis Suarez, there's the shot! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's not got that quite right. Szoboszlai. Now it's Eto'o. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Bouten. Half an hour played now. Gullit delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Has a go! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Vietnam really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Played back in. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Szoboszlai has it in a wide position. Vitinha. Some resolute defending there. That has ended up in no man's land. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cafu. Szoboszlai. That is good strength. And it's Van Bouten. He's played him through. Eto'o. There's the hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
1 minute added time.
Gently done. And it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Coming on the field.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
24.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pulisic. Vietnam different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Hernandez. Short changes in with that pass. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pulisic. It's Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Interesting ball.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Vietnam are making a change now.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Hullet.
Nedved really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Vietnam still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Now it's Kimmich. And that could well leave a mark. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
72,306.
Maldini. Nicely worked. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Nedved. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Messi. Can he finish? And he hits the net. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really see...
Great hit! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That'll be a throw-in. Kimmich. Oh, great ball! Moved on forwards. And the keeper's got it again.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Keeper's ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Great ball and Messi! Elliott. Mbappe. Looking for the runner. He's in plenty of space here. Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cafu. Now Pulisic. It's a good spell of possession, this.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Elliott. Conte. Kimmich. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Kivic. Shifted upfield. Nedved. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cristiano Ronaldo
has been indicated.
couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Nedved. Oh, easy pickings there. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Mbappe.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that could set him on his way. He's through and all alone! Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Del Piero. Can he put it away? He scored! First blood drawn. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, what a real chance! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Haaland. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Now it's Szoboszlai. No, again there's no way through. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that's an inviting ball. Neatly clipped into space. And that should get the job. Fires from distance. He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Shifted upfield.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Kimmich. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that was vital. Messi. A true great in every sense of the word. 15 minutes till half-time. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Haaland. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. He's played him through. Now it's Thuram. He's found a way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Deftly done. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kimmich. Played back in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Beckenbauer. Mbappe is herring after that one. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai spots it and intercepts. Vitinha. Kimmich. Kimmich is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a cracking ball. Nice interception, well timed. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Vietnam were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. He's through here. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played into space out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Conte. Vietnam, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now that's well seen too. Mbappe couldn't quite squeeze that one through. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. So we've reached the hour mark.
Asciende a 71.649 espectadores.
Oh, played through for the wide man. In with a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Now he's off and running. Davis cuts it out. And it's Giroud. Messi. Always onto this. Oh, just skips past his... And Del Piero! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Gets his head to it! Decent enough try.
Vieira certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Dink through. Pulisic.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. Kante calmly anticipates. Van Dijk. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Giroud.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Conte. Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And that is not finding anyone. Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Giroud. It's a loose ball. Donnarumma getting this one clear. That pass isn't the best. Thuram. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pulisic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's tidy. of sight. And surely that settles it.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Now that's well seen too. Makaleli. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. He's got away. Palmer. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Szoboszlai. Haaland! And he's quick to get it clear again. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that looks a decent ball. Beckham has a look and has a go. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that should get the job done. Oh, that is a nice touch. That has been knocked clear, and he's had a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's a sharp little ball here. Nunez! Works it forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Haaland. Palmer. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Mbappe. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Szoboszlai. Now it's Hullet. Mbappe. Conte. He won't be happy with that one. That has been cut short. Haaland. Szoboszlai. De Michelis clears. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. Hullet with the clearance. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Van Bouten. And it's Davis.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has put paid to that. He's cut it out. Conte. And now the breakaway. Mbappe. For Palmer. And he cuts out the supply. Now he's off and running. Conte. Cafu. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Big chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
No space. Decent hit! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Nunez simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. No way through. Darwin. Now it's Beckham. Nunez. Vitinha. Mbappe. Vietnam finding their passes.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Number 20, Elliott.
That was travelling.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Vietnam making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Roberto Carlos. Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
And we hit half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And a quick reminder today to please take all lit-out bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution on the field. Number 9.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Real chance! Danger averted for now. Cafu. Elliott. And it's Conte. Pulisic. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Elliott. Vietnam really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Davis. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution on the field. Number
Vitinha
10,
taking charge of the dead ball.
Number 19,
Played it back.
Conte.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Rodrigo crosses it in.
14,
Upamecano gets good distance on it.
Joshua Kimmich. Substitution.
And the ball is out of play.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
Back on the ball again. And no, that was never going to make it. Vitinha. Elliott. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodrigo. Elliott. Elliott. Can he finish? And again.
Vietnam showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Osimhen, and he's got the beating of his man. It's run loose, who's going to get there? So, third corner of the game. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Rodrigo is onto it in a flash. Kimmich. Rummenigge. Belts one. That comes as a mighty relief. Cafu. Fiddles it through. Good spot, he's seen the run. Interesting ball. No, that's been intercepted. Elliott. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Koulibaly gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And they've got rid. Elliott. Cafu. Looking for the runner. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kimmich. Rummenigge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that...
Rummenigge! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Szoboszlai! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So to the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Iniesta. And Kubasi. Iniesta. That's Busquets. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nicely intercepted. Xavi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Iniesta. Kimmich. Vitinha. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out in shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's been given away. Roberto Carlos. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Neymar. Luis Suarez! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Xavi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. And that is masterful defending.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that's well seen too. Messi. Cafu. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And a goal kick. Kubasi. Vietnam are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Xavi. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And he's quick to get it clear again. Cross flung in towards the middle. Messi! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Iniesta.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's gone searching cross-field. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And it's Xavi. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Tries a shot! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Xavi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Roberto Carlos. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now that looks a decent ball. Busquets. Roberto Carlos. And here's Iniesta. Back into the middle. Vitinha has created 1 goal already. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Roberto Carlos. And it's Luis Suarez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Can he get onto this?
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Kubasi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Haaland. Davis. And here's Mbappe. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Roberto Carlos. And here's Messi. Haaland. Vitinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, right place, right time. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Xavi. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. And he was alert to it. Kubasi. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Into the last 5 minutes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, well played. Iniesta. Luis Suarez. Played back in. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And that's it. Vietnam did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Pedri. That's a nicely weighted pass.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Cafu attempts a clearance, and the pass is intercepted.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is...
He's had a hit! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mbappe might just make this. Kimmich. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he welcomes it in. Well, they've got it again. He can run onto that. Now it's Darwin. Can he finish? He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rodri. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. So much time and space, and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Now that's well seen too. Cafu. Chance! Oh, taken with style. And they've got their lead back with a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nicked it back promptly. Pedri. Hernandez.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Hernandez.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right... Mbappe! And again! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Vitinha coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well-timed, excellent interception. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Haaland. Kimmich. Some really good ball movement.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nunez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Szoboszlai providing an outlet on that flank. Big header! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Kante is there, and he can pick it up. Cafu, deftly done. And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Vietnam head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again. Vitinha has found the net here, of course. Vietnam come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Rodri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Nunez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Neatly clipped into space. Pedri. Kimmich. Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Looking for the runner. Ricky Puig. Nicely weighted ball. Floated through. Donnarumma getting this one clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he's managed to get free. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Vietnam have their second corner now. Adams! Szoboszlai with the clearance. Lucas Moura is flagged offside.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe! And he cuts out the supply. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Kimmich. Oh, they can break here. Van Bouten cuts it out.
Vietnam are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's in, surely! Kimmich. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Can he finish? Bayer catches it safely. Adams makes the interception. Rodri. Ricky Puig. Kimmich. Now it's Ricky Puig.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a good run down the left. Into the last quarter of an hour. Szoboszlai. That has ended up in no man's land. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's run loose here.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Darwin. Kimmich. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pinches it off him. Pedri. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Mbappe. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Guardiola calmly anticipates. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's been shifted off it. Roberto Carlos, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now there's a fine ball. Decent hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Adams makes the interception. And here's Suarez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, what can I say about this guy, Lewis?
Soboslai! He's delivered all right! And just like that, he's into double figures now. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Haaland, he could be in here. He's away. He's had a hit. No mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And Hullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And that has been clubbed away. Yaya Toure. Hullet. And here's Suarez. And he gets rid in a hurry. Pass is just off target. And he thumps it clear. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And here's the chance to counter. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's there to clear it. Back in once more. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Batistuta. Chance to shoot now. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Back to within one. Interesting. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But that has not gone well. And here's Hullet. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Mbappe. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Haaland. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, just Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Dixon. Pinches it off him. Haaland.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Haaland. Adams. Now it's Gullit! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Yaya Toure! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
Barcelona get the second half going. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Kimmich. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust.
Oh, shooting chance! Vitinha. It's Kimmich. Vitinha. Musiala. Well, they can break here. That's a throw. Oh, that's a key interception. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Musiala. Oh, this is a very good run. Conte. Haaland. That is good alertness. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He can run onto that. In with a header! He's scored! And they're back in front. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a...
And the shot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, they could be caught out here!
Substitution.
Picked out brilliantly. He's cut it out. Looking for the run. There's the hit! And he's managed to get rid.
The attendance
Haaland.
for this match was
Vitinha.
70,987.
Tries to... Can he put it away? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Kimmich. He's shifting through the gears here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Guardiola. Guardiola! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Guardiola really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Fiddles it through, and Nicely intercepted. Vitinha. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Pedri gets across to intercept that. Driving on and making good progress. Yaya Toure. Kimmich. Szoboszlai. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Guardiola. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And Hullet! More pressure on the opposition goal.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. Shot at goal! Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Adams. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest...
David Villa! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Time then for the first
Mbappe.
Substitution of the game.
Number 5.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 8.
David Villa!
Coming on the field. Number 11.
Batistuta.
Lautaro Martinez.
Keeper's ball.
Number 23.
This is the time you need that pace.
Number 14.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the
Number
execution
20,
was lacking.
Elliott.
He has found the way through. And the finish! They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Erling
Both
Haaland.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 7.
So all square with
Cristiano
almost
Ronaldo.
no time remaining.
Substitutions taking place.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That pass is somewhat less than... He's gone for goal! And another try! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Adams spots it and intercepts. Vietnam finding their passes. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's Davis. And that was very necessary. That's that, the end. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That's good vision. And he's managed to get rid. And he's there to retrieve it. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways, Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
Okay, interesting. Davids. And here's Hullet. Messi. Decent hit! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence.
Chance! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Hits one! Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Gullit is herring after that one. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Mbappe, Vitinha. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Caught offside that time. And he's had it nicked away. Thuram. Could move up a gear here. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Szoboszlai. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Messi. And Messi!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Van Bouten makes the interception. Half an hour played now. Played back in. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Haaland, and here's Mbappe. Gullit. And here's Haaland. Gullit. Vieira. Rijkaard. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Oh, that's a key interception. Hernandez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Gullit. Vieira has created one goal already. Kimmich. So what can they make of this? Vietnam looking to pass their way through. And here's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Excellent interception. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And the game has already resumed here. Mbappe. Vitinha. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Haaland! He's taking no chances there. Szoboszlai. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kimmich. And they're quick to get it back. And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, brilliantly cut out. Davids is onto this.
The attendance for this
good
match
read.
was
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hernandez. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Szoboszlai. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 8, Vitinha. Number 22, Szoboszlai. Number 5, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field, number 13.
Elliott. In comes the... He gets
number
big!
20, Elliott.
And oh, he's got that
24,
completely wrong.
Pulisic. Number 23, Kingsley Coman.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Nedved. That's a shade optimistic. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Coman. Hernandez. Oh, important interception.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Davids. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Nedved. It's Nedved! And that would have won it.
Nedved has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Mbappe. Coming on the field is number 11, Lautaro Martinez. Substitution in progress.
And it's Rijkaard. Davids. That's an excellent interception.
Barcelona
Clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Roberto Carlos, and here's Del Piero. Oh, that's a fine interception. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Giroud, Pulisic. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a mighty effort! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Giroud. Vietnam must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Martinez, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary. And here's Coman, Elliott. Vietnam could have here their final chance.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Substitutions taking place.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Vietnam need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Nice interception, well timed. And he's heaved it away. 4 extra minutes added on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Vieira clears. Nicked it back promptly. That's that, the end. Vietnam can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Vitinha, it's a really well-measured ball. Cafu has it out wide and in space. Pickford claims it. Palmer. Davis.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
Pickford. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Van Bouten did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Palmer. Decent hit! They've scored!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Foden. Yaya Toure. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Szoboszlai. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pass has gone astray. Keeper has taken decisive action. Vitinha. Szoboszlai. And Dijk gets good distance on it.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Real chance! It's there! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And it's Messi. Yamal in acres of space out wide.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Haaland might just make this. Messi. The ball has bounced loose now, and it's Batistuta. Palmer. It's Kimmich. Haaland. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Batistuta. Chance to finish. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Davis. That's good vision. Oh, he's bustling through. There's the hit! They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Gets his head to it!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Batistuta. Barcelona have a free kick. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. This is about as perfect a free kick position.
Messi! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And smartly reclaimed. Palmer. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's there to get it away. Out for a throw. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, well played. Van Dijk. Van Bouten. Foden to Messi. Yamal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now he's off and running. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Palmer. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Vietnam come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2 goals to 1.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Palmer.
Here we go again.
Number 5, Joshua Kimmich.
Nakata.
Coming on the field,
Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall
substitution in progress.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Foden is flagged offside. Elliott. Messi. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Koeman. Elliott.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Szoboszlai. Oh, delicate chip through. No, he's just misjudged that one. Davis gathers from the goal kick. Koeman. Davis. Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Dijk.
The attendance
Almost
for this
an hour
match
gone.
was 71,898.
That is good alertness. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game. Van Bouten. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work? And he'll shoot here! He's done very well to get to that.
Nakata actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Can he finish? He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take a touch like that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's played into the middle. Szoboszlai.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure. Haaland does really well to win the ball there. Elliott. He's played him through. He's got away. Elliott has another go. And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20. Elliott.
Pulisic is
Number
there
8.
and he can pick it up.
Vitinha. Coming on the
75
field.
minutes played.
Number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, they
Number
deserve
14,
an awful lot of credit for their
Rodrigo.
commitment to the cause,
Number
but it's a goal
24,
credit that would be most
Pulisic.
welcome now.
Substitutions taking place.
Dembele. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner number 2 then. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Rodrigo goes steaming forward. Pulisic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely spread. Now it's Dembele. Messi. Dembele.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, what a pass!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Conte, Pulisic, and Rodrigo. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Pulisic. That's the end. Vietnam played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective.